So hello, today we're going to review this very old Japanese lens. So this is a lens I've been wanting to review for a very long time. It has very unique characteristics. It's also very sharp, it's got good contrast, and it's got a very unique flare. So if you want to see more, make sure you continue watching. So I've always wanted to review this lens because it's one of my favorites. I've been using it now for approximately a year. And it's honestly one of my favorites because it is so unique, because of the flare and just the softness and the contrast and the colors. They all just work beautifully together on this lens. So I will be showing you samples of video and photos using this lens so you can review it for yourself at your own speed. So this lens is the Mamiya Sekor 55mm F1.8. So it has a minimum focus distance of 0.45 meters. It is built with 6 elements and it uses a M42 mount. So this is widely adaptable for many modern sensors now. So this is going to be used on an A7 III for my case. It is quite compact. It's got a metal structure, so it is very, very strong and it's very versatile for strength. Also, because of the F1.8, it's also great for nighttime photography. So this lens does not look cheap and it doesn't feel cheap, although it is still quite cheap. This lens has actually gained a lot in popularity in recent years and has gone up in value quite significantly. So in the last 12 years, it went from $10 all the way up to $80, and it may even get more expensive in the future because photography is getting more and more popular and there is a finite number of these lenses. So this could be considered almost an investment for the future for some people. So let's start off talking about the colors. The colors are nice, they're vibrant, they've got a nice character to them, they're unique to this lens. Also, the sharpness is really, really nice in this lens. It's very sharp, even up to f1.8. You will see very little trouble at f1.8. Although it does lose a little bit of contrast, which can be corrected by stopping it down by 1 stop, or if you put a lens hood on it, it can also help a little bit. So at f1.8, this lens is actually very sharp. At 2.8, it is extremely sharp. Anyone would be happy with its sharpness. Although at f1.8, it does lose a little bit of its contrast. But that can be a nice thing sometimes. It can give it a little softer, more dreamy look. It can be really, really nice for portraits. So if you're doing some portrait shooting, it's really, really nice, wide open. Although you do have to be careful with your focus because it is difficult to focus a little bit at f1.8 manually. So this lens does flare. It flares a lot, but I like it. It gives it more unique character. It makes it look different from other lenses. Although if you're not a big fan of it, you can always put a lens hood on it and this will help control it a little bit. And the lens hood will also give you a little bit more contrast when it's wide opened. But I feel like this flare gives it a more unique look. It just gives it more character. It gives it something that you can't find in every lens. I know it's not perfect, but it's unique and that's what we're looking for now as photographers. There's too many perfect lenses out there. There's not really that many lenses with big flaws that are really obvious, like this flare. So when I'm doing photography, I actually like seeing these flaws. They give it so much more depth. It gives it a character, a uniqueness that you can't find with other lenses. Overall, I rate this lens very, very highly. And I think if you're looking for a reasonably cheap fast 50, I can't highly recommend this enough. You just get so much value for the money. You get some great sharpness, some pretty good contrast, nice colors, and you get that unique flare also that comes with this lens. There is some vignetting in this lens at the corners when it's wide open, but if you stop it down, you can see that all the vignetting will disappear pretty quickly. When shot wide open, this lens actually has a little bit of a glow. Personally, I really enjoy this glow. It just adds a certain character, which I don't have in a lot of my lenses. This lens can also create some interesting bokeh. It can make a little bit of a swirly pattern under the right conditions. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Also, I have an Instagram where you can talk to me and see some of my photos on this lens and many other lenses that I have just like this.